get the best 11 on the field, which includes JK and Mike. How do you, are you guys doing that yet? Starting to implement that yet? How do you do it?
I don't know. As the head coach said, ask him.
Well, he did. He was.
No, I'm playing. No, we got some packages we're looking at, and we'll see if we can get them on the field together. But they're two dynamic players. We think they're two of our best playmakers on offense, and so it behooves us to try to get them on the field at the same time. So I'm not sitting there watching like me.
Can you do that in one week?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Tweak some things. And, every week you're implementing new stuff anyway. So yeah, we absolutely can do that.
I know JK wasn't here last year, but you did run quite a bit with Mike and Curtis Samuel in the game together. Right. So the plays are, Mike.
Exactly. So it just goes to show it can be done, and it can be done rapidly. Mm-hmm. And so it's just a matter of how we want to, use those pieces in the chess game. And we're still talking about it. It's still early in the week, so we're still talking about it.
Is more the beauty of the situation that you have two backs, like Urban was saying, he's never had two backs that complement themselves like these two guys do. I mean, two Class A backs. Does it allow you to keep, more than anything else, keep a fresh guy?
Absolutely, it does. It does. It allows you to keep guys fresh. And the real cool thing is they're real tight. Yeah. And they're real good friends. They champion each other's efforts. But it does. It allows us to keep guys fresh. And they both have some similar skill sets, but they also have some very different skill sets that they can use and be dangerous in their own right. So yeah, it's a good problem, if you will, to have.
Tony, you were your running back in the day, right?
That's what you call it. Yeah, I guess.
You know what I mean. But how much? I would think you have to have almost an ego to play that position because number one, you get hit. But then number two, how do you stay close friends when you're competing for a spot, or do you feel like these guys are competing for a spot? Oh,
they're competing every day. Yeah. And that's also a culture that's in our locker room. It's a culture that we've forged with this program. There's competition every single day when you walk in this building, but that's life, isn't it? You're competing every day when you walk out of this building too, for jobs and everything else. And so yeah, there's a competitive nature and it's a competitive situation that we always have. But I think you do have to have somewhat of an ego, if you will. But also when I say that, not in a bad way. Yeah. You're going to be very highly confident guys, which they are in their abilities, and they want to play. They want to help this team. But I think, again, it's the culture that's fostered in the room. It's a culture that's fostered in the locker room, and it starts with the head football coach, and those guys have all bought in.
But Tony, you kind of alluded to it. Usually when a team has two running backs, you have a lightning and a thunder. But your two guys are storm fronts and unto themselves. How much more can you do because they are so versatile and have a little explosiveness and a little?
Well, it allows you. It does. It allows it. You can't hone in on one thing and say, okay, well, he's in the game, so they're going to run wheel routes, or they're in a passing situation. They're both willing combatants as far as it goes when they block. They both can run. They both can catch. So it's good. I mean, so you can't really, if they come in the game, you really can't pinpoint this is exactly the moment this guy comes in. So it's a good luxury to have.
No, they can't be forecast.
Huh? I know. Do you guys learn that? You guys learn those type of words that you're like, whatever you guys do in your journalism school. That was good.
Thank you.
Speaking of wheel routes, Mario had a nice play. How close is he to being not just a guy that comes in the game, but a guy who can be a real factor?
Well, he's still bad. He's got to get better. He's still a little small in comparison, and to those guys, and we got to still work on some things as far as pass pro and some things like that. And he's still trying to get back healthy.
And he's not there.
I think he's pretty close. You'd have to ask him, but I think he's coming along pretty well. And but he's not all the way back either. So it's we got a few weapons.
Speaking of getting healthy, how hard did Mike Weber have to work to get back from an injury that almost needed surgery to where he is now?
That was a grind. That was a grind. And then it became a mental grind for him, because he kind of had a little setback, and so there's some psychology that had to be played with him as well. And but again, he's competitive. He just wants to compete. He wants to help his football team. He's not a selfish guy. So it's good to have him back. It's great to have him back.
Hey, Tony, I was wondering, I'm sure you've been asked this already, but there's a lot of, at least fan interest in the idea that Mike and JK can play together in the same packages at the same time. Is that a useful thing if you guys can figure out a way to get them both on the field, or is it kind of a romantic idea of two really good players on the field. Like, is there actual application to that? That would.
Yeah, there is. And to say exactly what that is, I can't say right now, and I don't know if I could say if I tell you anyway. But no, it's definitely applicable to do that, and it's just a matter of how we want to move those pieces around. Speak of the devil. Hi, Mike.
Is he like? I think people view Mike as a bigger, more powerful guy, obviously, than J.K. Could he lead block?
He's tough enough to. I mean, Mike will go bite you now. I mean, he's got some tenacity about him, as does J.K. But those guys, you'd be shocked, they're about the same weight. There may be a couple pounds difference, but no, Mike, they're tough enough to go do that, and they've got, like I said, they got some bite and some strike in them. So I don't think you'd want to have any of them do that as a heavy dose, but they're definitely willing and able to do that on occasion.
And you guys have run a lot of zone read and had option type plays, and that's, I would say, maybe what you guys are most successful in doing or have been. Having another option, is that what it is? Would that be the element to it?
Like I said, it's just how we want to place those pieces of the puzzle and how we want to use them. And we're still kind of back there brainstorming how we want to go about it. But it's also got to fit within the confines of what we do. And we're not going to invent some new offense.
Tony,
in order to do so.
Your experience, you have teams that play maybe some lesser opponents, but you have guys that are making plays now that, like a Ben Victor and some of the other guys. That confidence, can it carry over, my turn, not yours, when you get back in the meat of your schedule? Can it, and this team's a great team anyway, but just your thought, is this something the guys can carry over when you're playing the best teams?
Well, I think that's where it has to start. Mm-hmm. You have to have success somewhere to gain confidence to do it somewhere else, right? Mm-hmm. And so they're now, you're watching guys that are starting to, if you will, terminology, you hit their stride a little bit. Yeah. And if they're gaining confidence in their abilities, they're working at it, and they're seeing the fruits of their labor come to fruition. And so, yeah, that's what you want. So hopefully that will then translate into continued success and continued small victories that will eventually become big victories.
Hey, Tony, have you encountered a lot of Nebraska on the recruiting trail in terms of competition?
Occasionally, yeah, occasionally. I got a couple friends on that staff, too.
Okay, so do you ever talk to those guys?
I do.
I'm wondering, with how important unofficial visits are, and,
Did you say how unimportant
how
they are?
Important unofficial visits are,
okay,
and how Lincoln is kind of a tough place to get to, would you find that maybe it might be more challenging as a place like that's out of its conference footprint to get kids on campus and to assemble a top-rated recruiting class?
Are you asking me if Nebraska's doing a good job recruiting?
I'm asking you if you think it might be harder.
I can't. I don't know.
You have friends on the staff?
I do have friends on the staff. Scott Booker, I can't stand him. And you can tell him I said it. He's one of my very good friends. So
but I just I don't know if he's ever had a frank conversation with you.
No,
you can imagine
something. Listen, you
got to drive 12 hours.
I can't speak for what it's like to go to Lincoln, Nebraska. I played against them when I was in the Big 12 coaching. I played against them since I've been here. I can't tell you what it's like to go recruit there. And I know they have some really good players, so whatever they're doing a good job of it, and they have in the years past. They've got a great history in that program. So who am I to say they can't recruit?
But just imagine if you put yourself in an alternate universe where
I coached.
Ohio
This is why I say this though, but I coached at Notre Dame. South Bend is not the metropolis, but we had some pretty dang good recruiting classes there, and so I don't. I'm not one that's going to buy into the fact of location all the time is a detriment. I'm going to buy into the fact of how well is your staff recruit, how tenacious are these recruiters. And I know Mike Riley and his staff do a great job. I see them and I hear about them and I feel them. They're very formidable on the road recruiting. So whatever they're doing, whatever that location may be, they're making it right.
Tony,
does that answer that for you?
Well, now I can't write the story. Thanks.
Of course I'm not going to tell you the next thing. All right, you want me to tell you?
That it's harder.
No, that's fine. That's a great one. Let's keep asking if they're going to be that easy.
Tony, it seems like J.K. has a go-to thing with that jump cut that he has.
I teach him that.
Well, I guess it seems very devastating. What is the key to a good jump cut? I guess, and why is he so good at that?
He's always got great lateral quickness and movement. First of all, he's got great change of direction. He obviously works at it, and we work at it. But he's an explosive athlete. plain and simple. He's a very explosive athlete, and that's one of his strengths, is his lateral quickness and change of direction. To say why he's good at it, he works at it, like anything else.
Well, I guess maybe, can you put it in context at all? Like guys you've coached, and not to rank him, but is he a special kind of guy?
Oh, absolutely. I will say this, and this is no disrespect to anyone. I mean, I've got guys, I'll use Theo Rapers, right? That's like my son, and love him, and he had some very, very good players. But at this stage of his career, he's the best. He's the best one I've had at this age, at this stage. And, so yeah, I mean, I think he's a special talent. You got any questions, JT? You got anything to ask? I mean, anything? You need anything?
No, I ain't got nothing.
Nothing. You got nothing for me? And really, that's how you gonna do it?
I mean,
That's
look,
all you got.
I ain't.
What you
Look,
got?
cut me here. We'll talk about it later.
Thanks, Tony. We good?